Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Just wanted to do a quick video talking about a triple Blu-ray pack that I have inherited when Beth moved into the apartment. She brought all of her movies with her, and one of them was this. So I wanted to talk about it for a moment because I finally got around to watching all three films. I've been on a bit of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kick. I was actually at a store one day and I was looking at all the action figures they had, like the Texas Chainsaw figures and Friday the 13th. And I was thinking about picking one up or whatever. The next day, Toby Hooper died. So I was kind of already going through, I think, the Texas Chainsaw films that I hadn't seen or rewatched the ones I don't remember, stuff like that. And then he passed away. So it was kind of like weird timing. But the other day, I was looking up other movies that he had done, and I'd watched Funhouse after he passed away. And as I said, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films that he didn't work on, just the other ones. And I came upon a movie called Mortuary, and I was like, that sounds really familiar. We have it. So I pulled this set out, and I popped in the disc, and I watched Mortuary by myself. Um, Salvage I watched with Beth, but she fell asleep near the end, and Memory we watched together as well. So I'll start off with Mortuary. I'm going to go in the order I saw the films. Mortuary is a pretty cool flick about this mom, son, and daughter who move into this small kind of like southern town. I think it's southern. Um, Not the best area. The house has tons of problems. It's an old mortuary, so like it's very run down. Has a creepiness to it. It really needs a lot of work. There's like this mold everywhere, and I'm trying to think of how to say it without kind of spoiling the film. Anyway, like stuff starts happening, and you end up finding out that there's this kind of like evil mold and these like weird slugs that go into people and transform them into like a zombie type. And it was a pretty cool movie. I mean, it was different. I thought the ending was pretty interesting, something I didn't expect. And the characters were fairly likable. The main character is the son. He's like a teenager, I think, who just moves into the town and gets a job and tries to meet people and stuff. So I liked Mortuary. I think if you're a Toby Hooper fan, it's probably a good one to recommend. Then we watched Salvage, which was a very low budget film about this girl that keeps dying every day, sort of like Groundhog's Day, but she gets murdered in some way, and she's trying to piece together why and who's murdering her and stuff like that. And by the end of the film, there's a pretty good twist, and you go, oh, okay. And, you know, I would say on the low budget they had, it actually they did it well. I thought the shots were well. I thought the story was pretty interesting. You could tell it was low budget, but it was definitely one of the better low budget films I've seen. And then finally, I have Memory, and this has Billy Zane, Ann-Margret, Dennis Hopper, and this was my least favorite out of the three. Billy Zane is like passing out and having these weird visions, and he finds out that they're not actually visions; they're memories that have been passed out through DNA from his family members because he got infected with this stuff at his job where he's a doctor, and it starts unraveling, and he starts figuring out who his family members are and more information out about them and stuff like that. I don't want to give away too much because that's kind of the crux of the film. There are some twists and turns, but you really have to pay attention to the movie, and it sort of bored me a little bit. It wasn't like the most action-packed or thrilling film, but it definitely had some interesting kind of like detectives type stuff going on with Billy Zane trying to figure out who he was and, you know, what was going on with these flashbacks he was seeing with these people. I really enjoy these triple packs. Most of the time they're made by Echo Bridge. I think it's a subsidiary of MGM, if I recall. I have some of the Hellraiser ones, and I think I have one with oh, what's it called? With Below, the submarine ghost movie, and something else with Anna Paquin. I can't think of the name of it. There's a couple cyberpunk movies I have that are in discs like this. I think Existenz is in one of them, and yeah, I like these. So they used to sell these at Kmart and I think Walmart at one point, but I remember seeing them at Kmart, and they were always, you know, pretty decently priced, but you never knew what you were going to get. You know, you didn't know if you're going to get like three great movies, or for the most part, usually at least one of them is decent. And I would say that one is Mortuary, where it's more the standout film out of the three. But I was definitely pleasantly surprised with Salvage, even though memory was eh. So yeah, check out these compilations if you guys get a chance, because there's always like one kind of major film. What was the one with Existenz? I could see the cover. One of them had, oh geez, I can tell you right now actually. 1 second. Existenz had a triple pack with Malevolent and Bee Monkey. Neither of those films I had heard of. Bee Monkey has the Argento daughter in it, and Malevolent has Lou Diamond Phillips. And Existenz was definitely the one I purchased the triple pack for. And I watched the other movies; they were okay, but they were nothing really memorable. But yeah, tell me if you guys like these triple pack films, or if you've seen any of these movies and what you thought. And I would recommend Mortuary if you are a Tobe Hooper fan. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.